I mean, it's your boy? I mean,
it's your boy.
And we're back here. It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute. We took, it was like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, because I forget why we skipped the first
Mother's
week.
Day.
It was Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Man, okay.
And then the next Sunday was the last day I had with Melissa before she went to Minnesota.
Okay. Well, happy Mother's Day.
Why you say happy Mother's Day? This is like 2 weeks later.
I gotta catch up on the podcast.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. So
going back in time real quick.
Going back in time.
All right, so today I got a little thing interesting for you. We're gonna talk a little bit about things that we kind of miss.
Yeah, like I miss you, man. You know, I do miss you because I feel like, and we kind of talked about this like on the phone. We haven't hung out in a while.
That's true, yeah.
Even though you had the whole place to yourself.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're too busy playing on Among Us. I'm gonna call you out. I'm calling you out.
Actually, I was really busy this week working.
Working what?
At the school and at Harvest.
Okay, sure.
So
what do you do at the Harvest?
It's not the Harvest. It's Harvest.
What do you do at Harvest?
Harvest your craft is the actual.
So when you craft, what kind of harvest are you crafting? It's okay. You don't have to answer that.
No, Harvest is great, and it's fun because I get to see all these new people, whereas I'm at the school and I just see a bunch of little people.
Yeah,
I call them little people, but students, kids, however you want to say it, they're littler than me. So, but yeah, I love working at the school, and it's fun because at some points when I have like my prep time, I don't really have to prep anything because I do it beforehand. So at that time, I can either just like relax and chill in my room, or I can go out and play with the kids. So a lot of the time I go out and play with the kids. It's a lot of fun.
Did you put that disc net out there?
So what's cool is that I convinced the gym teacher to do a segment on disc golf.
Really?
And I borrowed out my net, and then another teacher from middle school borrowed out their net to the school.
Oh, they had a net.
They had a net too, and it's exactly the same.
Really?
I don't know how that happened, but
that's pretty cool.
Exactly the same net. So there was 2 nets out there, and then I talked to some of my friends that play disc golf in Cass City, and some of them donated and some of them borrowed out discs. So, and then I donated some discs to the school, and so there was every single class got to play disc golf this week outside, and like throw discs at a basket.
You know, I miss recess.
Dude, recess was so much fun.
Recess was the bomb.
I still have a lot of fun at recess with the kids.
Yeah,
but it's so different now from when we were there, though. You know, because like different playground.
We had old equipment.
We had the old equipment. We had the old playground.
We had the tire pit.
Yes,
man. That was like if you fall down,
it's like you're done. You play King of the Hill. Yeah. And tire pit was so much fun. That was like the wooden structure in general. It was just like
it's character. There's some character to it.
Yeah,
you know, the playground they have now is alright, but I feel like
there's some things that are added to the playground right now that I wish I did have as a kid.
The zip line.
The zip line's
pretty cool. I'm a little jealous of that.
It can even hold me up, and I'm a big guy.
Do you remember the videos?
But no, playground though is really cool. I think some of the only things that are still standing from when we were there were the swings, those old slides, and the soccer field. Okay. Everything else is new.
Yeah,
new basketball nets. New just main playground structure. You remember that old building that was there?
Yeah.
We'd always hang out by there and play Beyblades.
Beyblades,
yeah. Beyblades are banned now.
Yeah, I remember. I feel like I was there when they made the ban.
It's because people kept stealing them, and
yeah, it was a little ring. It was kind of fun though. I made some good friends just from it. Being introduced to Beyblades.
That's how I was introduced to Beyblades.
Actually, I have some. They still sell them. They sell them.
I used to have one, and it was like a crazy one, right? It wasn't one that it wasn't one that you build. Oh. You know how like most Beyblades you build?
Yeah.
This one was already pre-built. It was like hard plastic.
Was it like off-brand,
it wasn't even metal.
But good?
It wasn't off-brand because it was battery powered. not battery powered, but like
I think I know.
There's like you know how like in the actual Beyblade show, like the characters are above the Beyblade, they're like on top of it and they're fighting. So like mine that I had the hologram like thing on top, and a light would turn. Like I'd turn it on, and a light would be on, and then I could rip it, and then you could see the light. It was kind of like pretend it was hologram through the thing, but my Beyblade was like
just a chunk,
just like that big around. It was huge, and so I couldn't use it when I was battling people because they were like, "That's not fair."
I want to say I remember that.
Like me having it?
I feel like I do. Because as you said it, I just imagined you holding one. I'm like...
It was purple.
Purple.
It was a purple Beyblade. I remember holding it, and it was huge, but now I don't have it anymore. I have no idea where it is. It might be at my house somewhere, but...
It's, I miss old toys. You know, I feel like a lot of the time toys now with kids, I feel like they are super cheaply made.
Yeah.
And no creativity whatsoever.
Well, and it's... Toys are... electronic now.
Oh yeah,
there's nothing.
It's
like,
almost all electronic unless it's like Legos.
And I wonder. I honestly do wonder how well Walmart does with sales in
the toy department.
In the toy department, minus the fact that something needs batteries. Like if it doesn't need batteries, I'm curious how well.
The one toy that stayed the same mostly are Legos.
Yes, Legos are superior.
I will say,
I need to get some Legos now.
I was very mad at Lego for releasing their new like Bionicle callback, you know, to their like Bionicle line of toys. And I think, did I show you a picture of it?
No.
Okay. Real quick. So Bionicles, as you can see on the floor right there.
Yeah.
You know, they're like the coolest thing ever. Okay. However, I sent. Or is Abby gonna pull it up? Okay. Type in like new Lego Bionicle before. Let's see if I can find it before then.
Pulling it up so we can all see it.
Yeah, you know, like cool figures, right?
These is Bionicle.
Yeah. So they're super cool, and you can like customize them how you want them. It's just like Lego. You know, Legos, you can do what you want.
Yeah.
And then this is the new. This is the callback. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yep. You can't really see that because...
Can you scroll up and then type in callback?
I can barely see that. Yeah, do 2022. Yeah, right there.
Good.
Because that's what it's referencing. Do you know how mad... But the only reason I'm so mad about that is because...
Look at me, go back, or hit exit real quick. Wait, we'll go down. Right here.
Yeah. It's... Woohoo! It's so bad. And this is why I'm so mad about it. Because a couple years ago, Lego had a vote about what, you know, toy line they should, like, bring back.
I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, Bionicles is on the list, along with like a couple other Lego toy lines. And let me tell you, once I saw the reveal...
Well, because like the normal Bionicles, like there's so much detail. And this isn't detail at all. I don't need a Bionicle kit to do that.
No.
I can just buy a regular...
Just a set of Legos.
Yeah.
It's just so dumb. Anyway, I miss...
Talk about things that annoy you.
Yes, dude. Oh my gosh. But anyway, that's like one of the things that I miss them like a lot of is like stuff like Bionicles and those
Legos
toys.
though. Yeah, Legos for sure. And you know where I saw a lot of Legos, and this is also another thing that I miss is Toys R Us.
Dude, I remember.
There was commercials and talking about going to Toys R Us, and I remember there was one over in Saginaw, and I'm thinking in my head, I want to go to Toys R Us. Like they hype it up so much to kids about going to Toys R Us, and when we would go, it would just be like this special thing, and I'd walk in, and it'd be like music playing, and it was like a fairy tale land. Like
it was like you're in this other world.
Yeah.
I remember I bought like a pack of like a bag of Army Men, plastic Army Men. I would set them up in the kitchen, I'll set the tan army in like spots in the kitchen behind like dishes and glasses, and I pretend that the green army's moving along, and then just an ambush, of like the tan going, but, and the green's like, no, we gotta push forward, I miss those days, man. I still have that like imagination. It's definitely a little bit more suppressed, I think,
Well, okay, so
everything.
you know how like, RuneScape, for example, right?
Yeah,
you know how
I
that
never
operates.
got into it, but
No, and I'm not even going to talk about it, but you know how it like operates, right?
Yeah.
You know how like there's like you have to chop out a tree to get wood, and then you use wood to make something else, and then you like there's, or Minecraft, for example, even like just you have, in order to progress, you have to do something to do something to do something.
Yes.
Right? So I remember going over to my friend's house when I was younger, and he had a bunch of Legos, and he actually set up a system where there was like, you would start with this many Legos, and you can continue to get more Legos to build something.
Really?
And
like,
it was
just like a real world
Lego thing. It was so much fun. I remember that. And
yeah,
this particular person lives in Grand Rapids now, so you know who
that's who I thought you were talking about.
Yeah. And oh man, I missed that. I remember going over to his house and we would play, and I remember he would want to play video games a lot of the time, but I'm like, dude, I just want to play this.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, and then we just knocked down the box of Legos and just started.
I had like a similar nerd like thing too, where I wanted, with my Bionicles, I wanted to come up with a map and almost like do like almost like a D&D but with Bionicles. And you can make your figure.
Yeah.
And I wanted to come up with this whole like story of like Bionicles, like characters you have to meet. What?
Sorry, there was a bird that flew really, really close to the window. It was like a pigeon almost, it looked like. So.
Oh. Well, anyway, yeah, like it was, because I love building.
Yeah.
Like I have a bunch of Bionicles and
but
pieces.
You don't see anybody doing that now.
You don't, at least not enough of it.
It's sad to say this, but like the top toys or games in general that I hear about is mainly Fortnite, and that's all I hear.
Do you know what I miss? Split screen playing games.
Dude, okay.
Split screen, or even like what's like console to console? What do they call that again? Like LAN.
System Link.
System Link. Yeah, dude. We did Halo. Me and
gonna
Jordan
play
were
now.
talking about that. Thanks, Brody.
Did you text him?
I did. Yeah.
Can you text him again?
Hey, Brody. You want to get Austin?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, okay, so I'm gonna back it up a little bit. Back before I knew you, okay?
Okay.
This was, so I was really good at first-person shooters, and I still am to this day pretty good. I would say I would say I'm better than the average player. I'm not like trying to be tooting my own horn kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
No, I'm serious. I'm not actually trying to. I don't know why I am, but I am, because like I stopped playing Call of Duty for a while, right? And when I get on, I do really well still.
You pop off.
I kind of pop off. I don't know exactly what's going on, but third-person shooter on the hand, I can't do that at all. First-person shooter, I can, and it's insane. But like Halo 2, for example, right? I remember, so I have that. I still have that game, and I still have the Xbox. But I would go over to my friend's house, and we would do a system link. We used to do split screen, but he accused me of screen peeking.
Oh.
Right? Screen cheating, screen peeking, whatever you want to call that. So we would get two TVs, put them back to back, and then play. And I would pretty much just destroy him every single time. And so it would be him and his dad versus me. And I would still pop off. And so for me, that was the most enjoyable thing to do, was go over and do that. And it makes me think of like certain games that you like to play that you're really good at, that you want to literally just play me so you can beat me. Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh. But
that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother.
It's fine.
It's a whole nother.
It's
thing.
fine. It's fine.
Another thing.
But no, Halo 2's system, like that was so much. And when we had at your birthday party, we did the, like you were saying, Halo.
We did Halo and
Halo Reach.
Yeah, just Halo Reach.
Halo Reach, but Halo 3 was a lot of fun too. I remember this is crazy. This is taking it back as well. But I remember when I was a kid, and I went over to the friend that I was just talking about just a second ago. I went over to his house, and his brothers were there. And at the time, I think they were in high school, and everybody was just playing System Link Halo 3. There was like 5 Xboxes, 5 TVs.
Halo was
like awesome.
The multiplayer game.
Thanks, Brody. But yeah, Halo 3 is so much fun. They would make. I mean, you can make your own map.
Yeah, Forge
game mode, and like there were some different like glitch spots that you couldn't normally get to. That if you use like a teleporter, you could like get there. And man, it was so much fun. There was just so many. And then in Halo Reach, like you could create like different games as well. Just like there was one that I think we played Duck Hunt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. I made like a duck hunt map where there's one person in this box and you had to like snipe the people going by. Man, I loved that time. But now, like I said, all I hear is Fortnite.
I don't want to sound like an old man, when I say, these kids these days, that whole thing.
Well, you don't have to sound like an old man when you say that. It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Like, there's so much trash talk that happens between just friends.
It's crazy.
Like, when I hear, Brody, sorry, Brody, but, like, when I hear him talk to his friends, like, they're on the same team, and they're going, like, dude, you're dumb. I'm like, that's your friend, man. I'm just saying, if this was split screen, you wouldn't be calling him dumb. I feel like it'd be more positive than negative.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all a shift of society.
Man, society. Like
just change in culture around us.
It's multiplayer is the meta, but like it's online.
It's just I mean, kids are exposed to TikTok now. TikTok's a big thing. Kids are exposed to Fortnite and streamers. There wasn't streamers when we were younger.
No.
I mean, there were people that made YouTube videos, but there weren't streamers.
No, there were people making dance videos. And I just watched the other night
Evolution Dance. Yeah.
I just watched it the other day because it came up on my YouTube feed. I was like, I'm watching that again.
The first time I watched that was actually at school. It was in middle school.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think I was around that. I think when it probably got uploaded around that time.
Yeah. But it's just crazy because there's so many different things that kids will watch. I feel like the viewership, is that even a word? Yeah. Viewership of YouTube has skyrocketed because of TikTok and because of Fortnite and because of streamers. And you can now stream on YouTube. You can stream on. There's a lot of different platforms.
A lot of platforms.
A lot of platforms, and now it's like some kids don't even play Fortnite. Some kids literally go home from school and they just watch a stream for 3 hours and then go to bed.
Yeah,
it's like. And I'm out here trying to convince kids, come down to the fairgrounds and play disc golf with me.
Mm-hmm. That's hard to do.
And you can't. And I'm out playing disc golf pretty much every single day.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out of the house a little bit, but when it comes to video games, I miss just playing with friends. Like one of the things that I kind of wrote it down actually. One of the things I really missed was the feeling of going home from school and knowing that I didn't have any homework and I can just hop on the video game system and just play with friends. Now, did I have an unhealthy habit about playing video games? Yes. And if mom and dad you're watching right now, I'm confessing that a lot of the time I did not do my homework if I had it, and I said that I did it, even though I didn't do it, and I was going to do it the next morning in the band room.
Dude, that was the spot to do it too.
Everybody did their
homework.
Everybody
went to the band room to do their homework.
Did their homework there. But yeah, no, I would just go home, play video games, then I'd eat dinner with the fam, then go back to playing video games. And I had a very unhealthy habit of playing video games, more so in high school than middle school, but it really took off in like 9th grade when I really started playing. But that feeling that I got from going home and just hopping on and all my friends were on and we were all in a party and we were playing Call of Duty or something, dude, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
I had so much fun doing that. And specifically Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. My favorite Call of Duty of all time was Modern Warfare 2.
So I didn't have a lot of like online gaming when I was like in middle school. Even like beginning of high school, it was mostly like I would just go over to a friend's house and play a game. You know, in terms of like split screen. That's what I was saying. But a lot of the time, I would go outside. And do you ever like go outside, okay, and you walk around and you see a stick? Does your brain automatically be like, "Oh, it looks like a gun"?
Yes.
And
or like a sword.
Yeah, and you're
something.
like, "This is a good stick."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, you did the same thing with rocks too.
Yeah.
Right? You look at a rock and I'm like, bro, I could turn this into a phone. like paint it and turn it into a phone. Yeah. That's what my sister would do. We'd go on vacation sometimes. She'd get a rock and she'd paint it and it would be her cell phone.
Yeah. I was out in Indian Fields not too long ago, and we came across a stick, and it had a handle. I'm like, dude, this is like a shotgun.
Yeah, it's sick.
I kind of like adjusted it a little bit, took a part of the end off because it was like kind of curving or whatever.
Yeah,
but I'm like, oh yeah, we're set.
Yeah,
we're set.
Sure. We're for real.
It took me back to when. Just being a kid, man.
And just the simple things like that, right?
It's the simple things.
It's the simple things. But now, like, if you had all the technology that you have now, and you were a kid, you'd be looking at your phone and you'd just walk over the stick.
Yeah,
it'd just be another stick on the ground.
It'd be another stick.
There's no imagination.
There is no imagination.
But you know, sometimes I think, and my wife has also said this before too. But I feel like we were born in the wrong generation. You know, I wish I was almost born in like the 70s or something like that.
Well, I guess in terms of my music taste, yeah, for sure.
In terms of your music taste, but also just like the simplicity of it all. You know?
Well, I think because we grew up along with a lot of people, but I feel like, you know, in terms of we grew up right when like I think technology was going.
Yeah,
it was just going.
It just started.
It didn't
just start, but it was more
advancing.
Like,
it was advancing very fast. That's who we came along. We came along right when it was, I think, starting to advance super fast.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I still remember my old computer, my old dinosaur computer.
Yeah, I mean, just a Windows 95. Man.
Yeah.
And, like, I think just, like, the screensavers, you know, of, like, the brick wall maze. Like, I don't know if you saw that one or...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think we may have already talked about that, like...
The one that looks like a ball, and then as it's going, it transforms into a different... Yeah. But the coolest one was always on my aunt's computer. The one that, like, drew different... Like,
it's like tunnels or, like, pipes or stuff?
Pipes, yeah, the pipes one. I kept drawing, like, different pipes.
Dude, I tell you...
I would just sit there and stare at it.
Sometimes, like, when I would, like... I'll be in Mississippi, and I'll be at my pawpaw's house, like, of all places, and, like, I'll just be in the guest bedroom, just, like...
Yeah, just sit there and stare at it.
Just staring at it. I'm like, this is fun.
The simple things,
dude. That's what
literally, it's so simple.
Oh man, it does not take much to amuse us.
Yeah, no, really, it doesn't. Going back to the school thing, though, right? I wouldn't say that I particularly miss school, but there's aspects of school that I miss
for sure.
And one of the aspects of the school that I miss, and I see it with kids though, you know, how excited you got to go to lunch. You know?
Do you remember just running? I remember running to lunch.
Like literally running to lunch. Well, even in high school, specifically, like you were told not to run. You were not told not to run, but I had the biggest, longest steps. And I would just, like, lunge all the way up the hall. Yeah. Like, because the 9th grade wing is at the end of the hall. Yep. And there's some classes that are, like, closer that aren't in the 9th grade. And I'm like, okay, I gotta beat them. And then, like, when the teacher was like, all right, you can go before the bell. It's like, bro, let's go. And I'm just, like, these super long lunges just to get up there. And then...
Speedrun?
Well, because, like, for me, the lunches weren't very good sizes.
They weren't, but also it was just like the reason I ran. It's just like I want to beat the line.
Yeah, I want to beat the line, but like get my first lunch. While I'm eating my first lunch, the line will go down, and I'll go grab my second lunch afterwards.
My gosh,
that's what I would do.
You know, sometimes like after everybody got their food, they would be like, "All right, we got just extra chicken rings." You know, come back and get them. I'm like, bro, I'm down,
dude. The cookies at the snack bar. You remember those?
I don't think I ever got the cookies.
Dude, oh,
I'd always pack my tray with salad.
Oh yeah, salad for
salad.
Iceberg,
Just like
iceberg lettuce and ranch. Literally just iceberg lettuce and ranch.
Yeah, Allie, that's what we do.
That's all you get.
Croutons and
yeah,
you just pack the whole thing.
Sometimes they'll have the sunflower seeds.
Yeah, sometimes.
Dude,
that'd be a lot.
Honey roasted sunflower seeds are super good on that.
Yeah,
but I like sunflower seeds, just not the.
I like sunflower seeds too.
But no, the cookies that they had at the snack bar.
The boar.
I meant to say bar, but boar came out.
Sorry.
At the snack bar, those cookies were phenomenal. They were the best cookies. I remember when they had them out, and I saw them. I was like, bro, I'm going to be the first person up here because they would go out so quick. Like, literally, they would sell out of those cookies so quickly. I think they were like $2 per cookie or something like that. It almost felt like. But they were like the best cookies. They were like still moist, and they were still. Oh man, I missed them. They were warm, and now I don't think I've really had a cookie like that since. You know, I can't find it.
They still have them.
Are they still the old ones?
Dude, you gotta sneak in there.
They're the like they bake them and they're moist and they're warm.
So you still have like a snack bar and everything?
We're gonna have to...
What time is your lunch?
I don't know. Ask Elijah because he comes for lunch on Wednesday.
Oh, maybe I need to go up there during my lunch break and just get some cookies.
Just say that you're going for the youth group.
Yeah,
there we go.
I'm actually here for a cookie.
Well, I feel like they let me in because I work at the school, so. Yeah. But
you know, I miss a lot of band stuff.
Dude, I was just recently in the band room.
Yeah.
You know how like when you're in Shaw and you're going from 5th grade to 6th grade, you go tour the middle school?
Yeah.
Well, there was one day that I didn't have any students, so I said, "Can I go with this class?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." So I was like another chaperone on this on the class trip, and it was so cool because they're like, "All right, we're gonna go look at the choir room and the band room," and I was like, "Dude, let's go to the band room. Let's go." And we walk in there, but the smell is exactly the same. The same smell. It brought back so many memories walking in there.
I was just gonna say, you know, smell triggers memories.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like it's insane.
For sure.
There's times where I'll smell something and it'll take me back to when I was living in the trailer in Mississippi.
Yeah,
it's insane.
You know, it'll take you back so far. It's like it's like that deja vu moment almost. When you smell something, you're like, this smells exactly like when I was at my grandparents' house.
And it's so specific.
5 years old, yeah.
It's so specific.
Yeah, like even the day, like all the way back to the day that you smelled it. Yeah.
Smells are weird.
Yeah, what's one of your like favorite smells?
One of my favorite smells that I think a lot of people can relate to this.
I feel like I know where you're going with this.
That you don't really want to smell it, but it's gasoline.
Yeah.
Gasoline is like, oh man, it smells like so you get done pumping gas. You get done
pumping gas. Why does it smell good?
I don't know. You get done pumping, you're like, oh, there's gas on my fingers. You're kind of like, yep.
Well, I remember I would sit in the vehicle. I'd sit in the vehicle. My dad's pumping gas. And I'm thinking, man, this smells really good. Why does gasoline smell good? I don't understand.
I don't understand it either. And it's not even. And you know it's not good. But there's like a musty mustard. Some kind of
musty mustard.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to like. There's something about the gas smell that's it's weirdly satisfying.
It's really
There's smells out there that are like, you know, this is not right, but it smells good.
Yeah.
I don't know what another one would be, to be honest with you, because gas kind of stands out.
So here's my thing is, I don't know if I've actually had... There are times when it's like, it smells good, and there's times where it doesn't. But sugar beets. Nobody likes sugar beet smell, really. And I typically don't like it either. But there are some times where it actually doesn't smell half bad. My mom loves the smell of sugar beets. She loves the smell of sugar beets, but not the ethanol plant.
Oh.
And we have both in Caro. We have an ethanol plant and we have a sugar beet.
So it all just smells like poop.
Pretty much. But there was one day Melissa and I were down there playing disc golf, and I'm like, we might have to leave. I feel like I'm gonna vomit right now. Like,
I gotta
go.
It
was so strong. That smell was so strong of the sugar beets that I was like, dude, it literally smells so bad. But man, yeah, some smells are great. And the ones that smell great are usually the ones that you don't expect
Yeah.
to smell great.
Yeah. That you can go on about like certain smells, man, but like that's just like a weird thing about your brain and memories and smells.
Yeah.
But what's another thing that you miss though? Like
Well, I want to hear something more about you because I feel like I keep saying what things I miss. So, what's something that you miss?
something I miss, Okay. Something I miss.
Oh boy, here we go.
I miss the chicken, the Frito chicken enchilada at Subway. I know it sounds weird, but like when I was
I don't think I've ever had that.
when I worked in the bottle room, okay, at Walmart, there was a special going on, and it was the Frito chicken enchilada sub. Let me tell you, it was packed with flavor. It tasted so good. It wasn't spicy, but I don't know. There's something about it was just, and there was Fritos in it, so it was like there was a crunch, and I got on flatbread. I don't usually eat the flatbread, but it was before they had the multigrain flatbread, so it's just the regular. It all tasted so good, and I messaged Subway. I went on Twitter and I messaged them. I was like, hey, what's going on? And they messaged me back. It was kind of cool.
Wow.
I was like, hey, I got an idea. Why don't you guys bring back the Frito chicken enchilada? I miss it.
Yeah.
And they had me on red at first. And I was like, so is that like a no?
Yeah.
And then I got a response saying, pretty much, yeah. I was like, fair enough. I'm like, but thanks for responding.
Well, I mean, a lot of the accounts for like any place is usually just one person running it.
Yeah.
They can't change anything.
I know they can't, but I'm like, you gotta know someone.
I guess, yeah.
I'm like, we gotta bring this back. That's one of the things I miss a lot. Another like drink. Oh, like, do you remember Vault?
Yeah, I do.
It was like the better Mountain Dew. To me, it was better.
Didn't they sell it at a fast food place too?
They probably had it at fast food, but I remember I just remember it being really good.
I remember drinking it, but I didn't drink it as much as you might have.
Yeah, I was like between like Mellow Yellow and like Vault. I'd rather choose Vault over Mountain Dew, but I do like Mellow Yellow a lot. Like I'd rather choose Mellow Yellow.
See, there's some drinks right now that I won't drink at all, and one of them is Mountain Dew. I'm not a fan of it anymore. I used to be Code Red all day long.
Code Red's good.
I would drink Code Red, but I don't even like the taste of Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the only Mountain Dew that I'll actually drink is like the Zero Sugar Baja Blast at like
decent.
Taco Bell.
They had a lot of sugar or hot sugars.
Out of like the sugar-free drinks, the sugar-free Baja Blast.
It's literally tastes exactly like that. I mean, that's the one thing that I think people get confused is the difference between sugar or zero sugar and diet. Diet is a just complete different flavor.
Yeah.
But zero sugar is supposed to be the same flavor just without sugar.
Right.
So it's like, why not get the zero sugar kind? Right. But some people prefer diet, and I mean, there's somebody that I know that all she drinks is Diet Coke, and the reason she drinks it is because she likes the taste of the Diet Coke. And I never used to like the taste of Diet Coke, but now I do.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I know everything's bad for you technically, but
yeah, I remember when they would just drop new flavors. Like when Mountain Dew Livewire came out.
Oh yeah, the orange one?
The orange one. I remember that was the bomb for me, I think. And like with the Code Red. I remember when Code Red came out.
What was the white one? Whiteout.
Whiteout, yeah. That was good.
I remember I took a picture of it. Actually, it's probably in my phone somewhere. Like way back. Like from one of my first photos or something.
Yeah.
But one of my first photos I took was 3 cans, and it was Baja Blast next to Whiteout next to Code Red.
Did you mix them?
Red, white, and blue kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had they have Voltage, stuff like that too. That was like a purple one. Yeah, I don't know. Like I miss Vault. Wish they had Vault again. They brought it back recently, like in the last few years, but they haven't had it out.
Vault, like
VAULT, like a vault.
like drink.
Yeah.
Drink,
Here it is.
Marketed until December 2011.
They did it in 2011.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Holy moly. You know, one of the vending machines.
Oh, they
that
had
I
like a
met-
Code Red.
Yeah.
Too. Oh, I didn't ever see that
One
one.
of the vending machines that I remember getting this first from was at the corner of where the brass hanger was. You know, they had that
Okay.
vending machine.
Yeah.
That's where you either get a Mellow Yellow or a Vault.
Yo, look up throwback drinks.
I know. I was gonna say discontinued drinks. Let me just look
Yeah,
at
discontinued
Yeah.
drinks is fine.
90s drinks.
No, just do discontinued drinks from like 2000s.
Just discontinued drinks is fine.
Yeah, sure.
Whoa, what's that?
Sprite
one?
Remix? I remember Remix.
I don't remember that one.
Whoa. Pepsi Fire. That sucked.
Pepsi Blue. That's
I
interesting.
don't remember Blue.
I remember that. That was recent though.
Yeah, I
That
feel
was
like
like a recent one.
they brought it back recently.
Surge. Do you remember Surge?
Yes. Well, that's what place was that? That had it.
That was recent. They have
Surge
one.
was at Burger King.
Yes.
They had Burger King Surge.
Surge.
Yeah.
I think
Surge
that's
was
pretty
good.
recent discontinued then.
Fanta Green.
That's in the 2000s.
Fanta Green.
That's interesting.
Oh, Pepsi Twist. Wow, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that.
Fudgesicle. Pepsi Fire? Is that to be like similar to the
It's like
Flamin'
cinnamon.
Hot?
I think it's like this. No, like
Flamin' Hot
cinnamon.
Mountain Dew?
It's like cinnamon.
Oh, okay. Lifesavers. That's an interesting one. Pineapple Lifesavers soda.
Probably lasts like a second as soon as you
Crystal
drink it.
Pepsi.
That wasn't good.
I remember that though. I remember that was.
I don't remember any. I don't really remember any of these, to be honest with you. So I'm not getting any like.
Do you remember the Sobe
throwbacks.
drinks?
No.
You don't remember the Sobe?
Oh, I guess I do remember those. Yeah, I never drank one, but I remember seeing
Oh,
them.
Fruitopia. The passion fruit flavor. That was the bomb. Man, looking at some of
Ooh,
these.
they got the vault right there.
Yeah. Oh, that tasted so good. It was so bad for you. Supernova.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
I'm going to talk about a discontinued snack, though, that I miss. And this is more recent. And recent as in, like, past 5 years, I'd say. So, this is something that I never even knew about, really. So, Doritos have, a lot of flavors, right? Yeah. They have a ton of flavors. But there's one particular flavor that I miss a lot. And it was Jacked Buffalo Wing Ranch.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was. They were so good, and who got me hooked on them was Melissa's brother. He would get them and offered me some one time, and I tried it, and he would get them as like a special thing. Like they weren't always stocked on Jacked Doritos. Yeah. It would be like a special occasion that he would get it. And so anytime that I was like, yo, you should come over and hang out with Melissa and I or whatever, we'd get Jacked Doritos. And man,
that Buffalo.
Jacked Doritos, like the tradition that we had was Jacked Doritos and sweet tea.
Interesting.
Look up Jacked Doritos. You gotta, like, I miss it, and some places still say they sell it, even though they don't.
Past tense, jacked.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, it's the first one that came up. Yeah, out of stock. Ranch dipped hot wings. Those chips were so good. And they just discontinued them. And I wish they brought them back because they were so good.
Oh, yeah, the 3D. Remember those?
Oh, yeah, 3D. I think they actually had a 3D version of this one, too.
Yeah, they had a guacamole Dorito flavor that I miss a lot. Wow.
There was a lot of different...
I don't think that anymore.
Jumpin' Jack cheese.
I miss that logo. That
one?
That one. I miss that logo a lot.
It screams 90s.
It screams 90s, but it just...
It's a little squiggly.
It screams like creativity to me. Where's your dog? It's weird.
Yeah, Jack Doritos. That's one thing I missed, and just the memory that I had, and that was not even that long ago, to be honest with you. But
yeah,
here's something that is long ago. Okay,
yeah,
and we happen to have somebody that works there here. Okay, at Taco Bell, right?
Yeah.
Can you minimize this just for a second? because I want to say so at Taco Bell, they used to have these drinks that were like an ice, something like a lemon or a lime ice thing. It was man, my mom and I used to get them all the time. It wasn't a slushie necessarily, but it was like a it was a cold beverage that you would get, and you could only get it at Taco Bell. It was like a lime or lemon. Man, what is the name of that?
Can we look it up?
Yeah, you look that one up. It's like a Taco Bell limeade sparkler. That's what it was. Yes, these things. Did you ever get those?
No.
No.
Those were so good. Literally,
That's like the
I know,
horrible
why is
quality
that low
picture.
quality? So,
just like, yeah, that or that one. Wait, this one.
okay. Yeah, no, there's an option on our POSs for a lime, and I always wondered why.
Yeah, the limeade sparkler.
It's cool.
Wow,
See it?
is that his teammate?
Yeah, that's his
Yeah.
teammate.
Wow.
I hear some gaming in the background, and exactly what I just said. You're so dumb. You're so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty cool.
Those were so good. I miss
Man.
those.
That, you know, being younger, I say younger, I mean, we're only 26, 27, but like, caring about our health wasn't really a top priority.
No.
And then now that
we are up here.
now that we are like mid upper 20s,
Yeah, I remember just when I was a kid thinking, man, I don't want a Happy Meal anymore. I want to
dude,
eat.
I remember Mighty Kids meal.
Huh?
Mighty Kids meal.
Mighty Kids Meal was a thing.
That was the
man.
bomb. I felt like
That was a
I
bomb.
felt I was like,
I was like,
want
bro,
Mighty
I just
Kid.
advanced from a cheeseburger to a double cheeseburger. Let's go.
Let's go, dude. Chicken selects. Do you remember those?
Oh,
Get
the
outta
snack
here.
wrap.
The snack wraps are good.
Everybody still talks about those too.
Yeah,
Melissa always says like, I just want a snack wrap from McDonald's, but they don't have them.
they were the bomb. I remember like even the chicken selects were really good. I'm like chicken nug. I went from chicken nuggets to chicken selects. These are select pieces of the chicken. Only a Mighty Kid.
Yo,
will
let me talk about something. We gotta talk about the play place.
the play place. There's some that still have them, but
I knew Cass City used to have one. I don't think they do anymore.
We were
do
just
they?
talking
I
last
think
night
they still
about
do.
the play
No,
Is it
I
still
think
there?
they remodeled. They remodeled. They remodeled. They don't
There's
have
one
it.
in base. Ooh, it's in where were we? We were just driving through it last night on the way to prom.
It would be just Bay City.
Yeah, it was like.
Oh, you guys had prom at where two individuals had their wedding.
What?
You know,
The Grand.
yeah, they had a wedding there.
Who had a wedding there?
Trying to say who they are without saying their names. Front row today. Blonde and balding.
Oh.
I don't know. Oh.
Yeah.
Was that the place?
Yeah, that was their place.
Oh,
That's where they had-
That's where you had the prom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't go to that.
Yeah, but
that's a nice place.
I saw pictures, and you guys were taking pictures under the gazebo there. And that's where I took a picture with my mom and my and Melissa.
I'm like, come on.
No, not chill.
I'm thinning.
I would say your name if it was a you, but
I'm thinning.
and you also didn't get married, so it's
Yeah. So
still,
still,
but
could have said Star Wars shirt. That's what he wore today.
yeah, I guess I could have said that too, but it was better because I had a little catch.
I could have said something else too, but I'm not gonna.
Stop.
Mean.
Okay. Oh, this one is also recent too. I would say I never did this as a kid, but it was more when I was in high school / college. All the guys over for a guys night,
Just
straight up.
hooting and hollering.
All guys over. Like I remember, I would have over before I met you, a lot of guys, and we would play like the System Link Halo.
Yeah.
Or we would do StarCraft.
StarCraft, okay.
And we would do like 2 of us versus another 2. Or D&D. That was one thing that we played quite a bit of. Monopoly. We did played Monopoly quite a bit. There was like a portion of my life where I was all about Monopoly, just nonstop Monopoly, and that's why my mom got me a Star Wars Monopoly game. But unfortunately, she didn't check to see what language it was in, and it was German Monopoly.
But she blamed someone else for it.
No, she didn't.
You sure?
No, she didn't blame anybody for it. She just legitimately said,
straight up
I guess
German.
I never looked at the...
Das ist nicht gut.
Yeah, no.
We would play like Left 4 Dead. Like Left 4 Dead 2.
Yes, I remember that too.
You can be, the special zombies.
The special zombies and stuff. Yo, I kind of want to play that now.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead.
I think I have that on Steam.
We'll talk.
We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, that was a lot of fun. Just like the gas cans and stuff, like in the mall.
Yeah.
We had to go get all the gas cans and then fill up the car.
I remember when I first got into playing Left 4 Dead. It was scary because remember the witch?
Yes.
You see her?
Yeah.
You're like, do not start.
And then you're like, you see it, and you're like,
well, like in Left 4 Dead 1, I remember the specific memory, like, because it's just you and 3 other computer players.
Yeah.
And I think I forget what character it was, but I know that I wasn't Bill. And Bill, he's like, there's a witch around, be quiet. And then you'll get a notification that says Bill startled the witch. And you hear, ah! Yeah, it's like, dude. But I was scared, man, with that game when I first got into it.
That is crazy, man. That game was so much fun.
That's a lot of fun. That whole thing was just inviting a bunch of
here's
friends
the thing.
over.
I gotta bring it up because technically we don't have a specific thing that we're talking about. But we gotta talk about this for a second. So, to those that don't know, Tanner and I have been friends for a while, and there was a portion. Nope.
Oh,
actually, though, are we?
Guess we'll find out in the next episode.
No, but I would say there was a highlight of our friendship, in a sense, and it actually wasn't. It was like an assist of it, There was an assist that happened between another friend that caused this highlight. Okay, and so he just got married recently.
Oh,
yeah, the baby.
The baby. Did he bring that? Did he get that? Oh, okay.
It's in my laundry room. In pieces, pretty much. But so here's the thing. Okay, I remember a long time ago, and I think. Was I dating Melissa at the time?
You were.
I was dating Melissa, and I remember I was texting her, and I was just kind of zoning out. I was just sitting in the chair.
I remember the whole thing.
Yeah, I was. I didn't want to participate in anything because I just wanted to text her.
You were. I don't want to go into specifics, obviously, but I just remember that you were in a funk. You were in some kind of disagreement with Melissa. And
was I?
You were.
Okay, I don't remember.
And me and Austin, well, I'm gonna say his name, whatever. We're trying to cheer you up.
Oh, okay. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. And we just took the baby. I'm like, here, just try it. Let's try it.
No, I remember. I actually have videos of before we started getting into the baby thing. But I remember, maybe that's what I was. I was just kind of chilling in the chair, and I was just not feeling it. I was not feeling it, and I remember Stella was next to me, and I was petting Stella, and I took a couple videos of Stella. Because I love my dog, Stella. She was really cute. And then all of a sudden I look over to my left and here's Austin and Tanner. And I think there was somebody else. Just they were talking over in the corner.
Maybe Elijah?
Star Wars shirt in the corner. I'm trying not to say people's names. Just because.
I don't know. We're not talking bad.
I know, but I did call him blonde and balding. But... Nobody knows what we're talking about.
Fair enough.
I looked over and you guys are just got this baby doll, and I'm thinking in my head, whose baby doll is that? Is that Emily's? Well, she's too old now. She doesn't use a baby doll. So why not, I guess. Yeah. And I just look over and you guys are just slapping this baby doll. And you guys just like take it and you're like, and like throw it on the ground. I'm like,
yeah.
Why is this funny? Why is this fun? And then I started recording videos of you guys just tormenting this baby doll. And then I started getting on it too.
Yeah.
And it just became a thing. And I have all the videos on my phone because I took them on Snapchat, which we should look at later. But I just took all the videos on my phone, just a bunch of just clips of us just hitting this baby and stuff.
Yeah.
What made me laugh the most, though, is where you would be so extra with like like you'd be like wind up and you'd go, like punch the baby, you'd fall on the ground, and you'd look at it laying there, go down, hold it to the ground, and just slap it. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. And it got to the point where anytime the guys came over, like when you were there, we brought it out. We brought it out. I remember Lucas took it out. I'll just say his name, but I remember he took it outside, and I don't know who it was. Somebody was with Lucas. Somebody was it Austin? No, it was somebody else. Somebody came with Lucas to the I can't remember who it was, but they got in their vehicle and they ran it over.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was, but somebody just ran it over. It's like, dang, what in the world?
Yeah, they ran it over, but I remember like we used to just
we took it to the park. And we like chucked it at the park.
We took it to Austin's open house.
Yep.
We put it on top of the torch.
Yep. Yep. It was at my wedding.
Yep, it was at your wedding.
It was at Lucas's wedding.
There's proofs of it.
It was at Lucas's wedding.
That's funny.
It's funny because I remember setting it in the tree behind the group photo, and whoever was the editor was able to edit it out. Yeah.
Really?
I guess they must have saw it and they edited
They're like,
it out.
what is this?
Yeah. But I hung
I remember the photographer at yours was like, what's up with the baby doll?
Yeah.
She was like freaked out.
Yep. And then we gave it to Lucas' dad and he's like, this is fun. And then just started chucking it at the ground. It's just a baby doll. But you know whose baby doll it happened to be?
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom babysat a little girl and it was her baby doll.
So we had to keep that away from her.
We had to keep that away from her.
We had to keep that a secret.
But it got to the point where this baby doll now has things drawn all over it.
It's so dumb.
And
it's like missing half its head.
Yeah.
It's missing like an arm.
Fingers are gone.
Yeah, fingers are gone. It's been through the ringer.
It has been through the ringer, yes.
It deserves to be retired.
And I'm glad that I'm now out of that state.
Well,
I'm out of that state.
Until it happens again.
I'm not doing that again. That's too much. I have my own baby now, so we're not doing that. Stop. Splice it.
Splice it. We'll splice it. Goodness.
Alright, but that was the baby. Right?
That was the baby.
I was trying to see if there's someone else. Oh, we were talking about smells a while ago, and I remember writing this down about a smell. Okay. At the house that I lived at with my parents, I'd be outside running around and doing different things. I remember playing Capture the Flag outside, like front of the house versus the back of the house. And like in the dark, that was a lot of fun. But when my parents would run the dryer vent on the outside of the house would blow like this hot air, but you could smell. Oh dear.
Just a picture of the baby. Oh my word.
Yeah. Splice it.
Splice it.
Splice it. But that smell that you would get from the dryer, the hot air coming out, and then like the dryer sheet, I just loved it. I literally would sit there next to it while it was blowing out the house and just sit there and smell it.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. And just recently I went over there to my parents' place with my wife and daughter, and we had like a little cookout, and we had a little fire, and we played this game called Bottle Bash, which is a lot of fun, by the way. It's like this stick in this ground, and there's a bottle on top, and you throw a frisbee back and forth, and if you hit the post and the bottle falls off, you get 2 points, but if they don't catch the frisbee either, then you get 3 points.
Really?
And if you drop the frisbee at any point, the other team gets a point, as long as it's catchable. So it was actually a really fun game. It's like, kind of like cornhole mixed with horseshoes, mixed with bottle or that frisbee game where you have to land it, can jam or whatever.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's like a mix of it all. It's really fun, but no, that's one smell that I really miss.
There's a lot of stuff that in terms of smells that I miss, but it's just not coming to mind right now. Well, actually, AC. For some reason, like AC smell takes me back to Mississippi.
That takes me back to my aunt's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, up north. It's weird. It was weird. Just all of a sudden, there.
Specifics, man.
Triggering the memory.
But,
I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I had written down. Oh man, I wish I knew you when we went to camp.
yeah.
Oh, camp was so much fun. I wish I knew you at that point. I feel like you and I would literally just be so stupid, possibly get in trouble quite a bit.
Possibly.
But
Possibly. I know one time I was hanging out with it just brought this memory, like with Logan. We went to a marching band showcase, I think it was. It was a marching band or a drumline showcase. I don't really remember. I think it's just straight up the whole marching band. And me and Logan, I put Logan in a cart. It was me, I think Logan and David. And we put him in a cart, and we're in this parking lot at Taco Bell, and we're like pushing Logan inside the cart, and he's like, just like a grocery cart, and the bus driver was like, "Hey, get back on the bus! I gotta watch you fools!" And we're like, "Hey, listen, we're just having fun." Hey.
You know something. This made me think. I can't remember what made me think of this, but maybe it was just something you said. You're talking about what you would do with your friends at school and stuff, and now I'm thinking about like what we would do together. But force choke.
The force choke.
And we still kind of do it sometimes, but it used to be pretty big a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I think
we were just doing it.
Ago.
That was just a couple of years ago. And I recently brought it to Shawl. And I remember being out on the playground, and we were doing like a fake Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
Right? We pretended we had lightsabers and we were fighting. And there's a particular student that I would play with, and he has got the same personality as you.
Yeah.
It's like crazy. It's like a young version of you. And I remember looking at him like, "What did you say to me?" And he's like, "Nothing." And then you look at me and you go, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, you turn it.
He's like, "You forget." But it was so much fun, and you just
it was just a
fake.
joke. Yeah.
It was just a joke. It was a fake thing, and yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody on the other side of watching this podcast were like, "What is happening?"
Well, like what Elijah would do, he'll go like, he'll just like over
or like
the
when
top.
you guys are in the pool, when you and Elijah are in the pool,
Yeah,
you guys are like fake fighting in the pool.
that was fun.
Dude, I want to go swimming now.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. We're going swimming. See ya.
Podcast at the pool.
Actually, though, we're kind of
it is like just kind of coming up on our time. So
time on our time. It's coming up on our time.
Our Timmy time.
Timmy time, yeah.
Timmy Tim.
Yeah, we yeah. So I
Yeah,
think that was
good. Talk about what we missed, and I hope that maybe this has touched on some of your memories. Maybe.
Oh, that got sentimental there for a second.
I know. Maybe you brought up some kind of hopefully good memories. Nothing too sad.
And I feel like I could talk about this forever, but then we'd be here forever.
Exactly.
I don't know if I want.
And we got stuff to do. We were a busy sketch.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Well, I mean,
It's your boy, and thanks for stopping by.